I was accused of being a performative fake Green Lantern fan, which I don't mind. I don't care. I've been a fan for years, but there's nothing I need to really prove here.
Okay, I'm going to go off on a rant here. Normally, I don't curse a lot because I always had this delusion in my mind that maybe somebody will just let his kid watch my videos if they want to get a quick history of a character or something. So I've always kind of refrained from it. But and lo and behold, I found out that some of my friends let their kids watch me. But I'm gonna have to let it go this time, and I'm sorry. But what the fuck is wrong with you assholes? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you assholes? Trying to gatekeep this shit. Do you know how fucking lucky you are? How fucking lucky you are that you live in this time where this hobby we love is mainstream and understood by people, that you could go out dressed like this and no one's gonna look at you like you're fucking crazy or kick your ass in general principle, which some of you clearly deserve. It's been said before, but some of you just clearly just aren't lonely enough. Let me remind you of who you are, as stated so perfectly by well-known geek Kevin Smith in his movie Chasing Amy.
Well, it's all about marketing. Over or underweight guys that don't get laid. They're our bread and butter.
Yeah, that's the real you. Don't let some of these people who are like saying, "Oh, I grew up reading this." They weren't geeks like you and me, not like you and me. I know who you are. I know who we are, and I know where this comes from. Part of it's fear. I get it. It's fear. You are afraid of losing this little safe space you always had. Well, the reason you're losing this safe space, Sparky, is because you're more accepted outside of it now. And you should be embracing that as much as you possibly can. Now, again, you can go out like this and someone will actually want to talk to your sorry ass. Because, I mean, what is someone, I mean, she said someone accused of being performative. Performing for who? For what? What do you have to offer that she's performed for? See, she's under the delusion that because she finds this character interesting, you might be interesting because you like the character, and you're clearly not. And honestly, she has more right to be here than you do. All women have more right to be here than you do. Because let's get back to the truth of comics. I discussed this before in another video. The dark heart of comics, and this is what Frank Miller so brilliantly exploited in his Dark Knight Returns. Comics are power fantasy. They're an angry power fantasy, and they're an angry male power fantasy. Comics were created by Jews who were unhappy with their lot in life in America and the way they were being treated and the way things were around the world. Superman, Siegel and Schuster, they had him writing social ills. Simon and Kirby created Captain America because of Nazism. They were angry, they were unhappy, they created characters to fight these battles for them. Let me tell you, every woman on this planet is angrier than you are and has more right to an angry power fantasy than you do. Now, because I'm a geek, obviously my FYP is just feeding me geek stuff, all geek stuff. And I am constantly amazed at the number of women I see reading comics. Not only that, but conventionally attractive women. And I know that shouldn't factor into it, but we're being real here. I am stunned because these people have choices. They have options. But again, something about this appeals to them, something they wouldn't have noticed before this boom happened. So they want to go explore this world and move outside of, book talk and normal fantasy novels. They see something here that they can enjoy, and you assholes are trying to keep them from it. Are you kidding me? And she brings up a very valid point. Apparently, Green Arrow is being canceled, so it's all hands on deck. Because even with this big superhero boom that's been going on a good 15 years now, it's still not enough to keep these books alive. I mean, Arrow ran for what, 8 years, and still the book can't carry. Well, that's partially because that really wasn't Green Arrow on that show. That was just Batman by another name. But still, it needs to be all hands on deck. You don't need to be turning anyone away. They need all the dollars they can get. In fact, someone else on this app pointed out that a comic book owner said Superman was the first movie to truly bring in more customers to buy books related to Superman. Because back in the day when the X-Men was a hit, Marvel lost their minds because it didn't mean an increase in X-Men sales. It's finally really gaining traction that these stories are going to send people to comic book stores. These movies are going to send people to comic book stores. And you are out here trying to stop it? And Halloween was ridiculous with with the amount of shit I was seeing. All of the geek stuff these women were wearing. And again, they have options. They can wear normal, more mainstream things, but they like this shit just like you fucking asshole. So here's what we're not going to do. We are not going to conduct tests, purity tests of people, whether or not they deserve to be fans. Again, I have to turn to another movie. This best explains the mind of basically all you kind of really puritanical dickwads.
You guys are snobs.
No, we're not.
No, seriously, you're totally elitist. You feel like the unappreciated scholars, so you shit on the people who know less than you. No, which is everybody.
Yeah.
It's just sad. That's all.
You are not protectors of the sacred text. No, you're not. And again, in the comments, this girl cited Mosaic. You know how fucking deep you have to be in fucking Green Lantern lore to know what Mosaic is and appreciate it? Because it was very much critical success. I didn't read it because I don't give a fuck about Green Lantern. Yeah, I know this surprises a lot of you. I did the video about how what's his name was wrongly cast as John Stewart. But ultimately, I really don't give a shit. But she does. See, if I see you wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt, I'm not going to think, oh, you're interesting and cool. But she might. I'm going to know you're just another fucking dweeb. But see, you might be able to have a conversation with her about this thing that you love, that you share. But you don't want to share it like a fucking child. So our art form has finally gotten the mainstream acceptance we've always wanted. People are looking at the things we've always said, this is great. This is not just some silly guy in a costume beating the crap out of another guy in a costume. There's more meaning to it than this. Or sometimes there isn't. Sometimes, again, it's just a power fantasy you need at the end of the goddamn day. And you really, really need to be more accepting of outside people, especially women. Because let me tell you, 5 women like her who say they want to see the Green Arrow movie will mean more than 500 of you sexless, smelly losers saying they want a Green Arrow movie, because they represent a greater part of the population that can make money. Again, you little bastards have no idea what a golden age you're living in. This world is beyond my imagining when I was a kid to see things like this. You should see the shit I got when I was a kid. Now you're getting these incredibly faithful, accurate depictions of these characters on TV and in movies, and it's amazing. And you are hell bent on fucking it up. And again, this comes from fear, not just fear of you losing your little space, just fear of women in general. And you're not going to get over that fear by acting like an asshole. So here's what you're going to do, my smelly little brother. And if you wonder why I keep bringing that up, apparently that's a problem at conventions. You people are stinking up convention centers, and you still maintain this illusion that someone wants to be around you, someone who has options. And your lack of empathy. Maybe this person looks conventionally attractive and acceptable, but maybe they feel out of place. Maybe they feel better in the world of superhero comics. You should be welcoming them. Really, really. So when you see a woman or girl come up who's into this crap, into this silly shit that we love, your first comment, thank you for being here. That's what you should be doing. That's all you should say. Thank you for being here. Or engage like a normal person. Seriously. Actually, what you should be doing is worshiping. Like, thank you for, oh God, thank you for being here. Please don't leave. That's what you should be saying. But you're going to engage like a normal goddamn person. I am so tired of this shit. And the irony of all this is that this is about superheroes. We're reading stories of people being heroes, being better, being a step above. Do you not see yourself? Are you not trying to see yourself in that? When you put on this silly shit, when you put on your costumes, you wear your shirts, when you buy your figures, are you not trying to see yourself as the hero? So why don't you act like it? Reading comic books doesn't make you better than anyone else. Being a better person makes you better. That's it. And this girl, oh my God, Mosaic. You couldn't pay me to read fucking Mosaic right now. And she's like just coming off her tongue like it's nothing. I am still trying to finish this shit. That's how fucking little I care about Green Lantern. So you should love that she's here for you. Because I'm sure as shit not. She's better than you deserve, you little fuckwads. She really is. All of them are. So be better. Bastards. Damn it.
Kilowog, come on, buddy. Speak to me.